Goodness gracious sakes alive, this is going to be our last video from our Outer Banks vacation 2019. This is just some of the footage and photos we didn't add in previous videos. When we got to Nags Head, our GPS wasn't set to the correct location. We ended up passing the inn. You will see us sitting in front of the 7-Eleven for a few minutes while we were trying to figure out which direction we needed to go to get to the inn. So we turned around and we ended up finding it right off the main road. We just passed right by it. First Colony Inn was a very nice place to stay. We arrived a few minutes past check-in, but there was a note for us in the mailbox on the outside of the office door with instructions for getting into our room. Once we got the car unloaded, we immediately took the private boardwalk to the beach because it was almost time for sunset. And it was one of the most beautiful sunsets we have ever seen. The sky was so many vibrant colors of pink and orange, as you can see in the photos that will be posted. A downside to coming in the off-season is most restaurants are closed. We end up going to Outback for dinner, and we usually try to stick with local establishments when on vacation, but Outback was about the only thing in the area open that late at night, and it was very crowded. I had a salmon, Rose had shrimp fettuccine, and it was very good. It just, it was Outback. We've been there before, so we've already had that food, but we're not complaining. It was very good. After we ate, we went back to our room to rest and relax after a long day of driving. The next morning, we had a beautiful sunrise out of our window. It was very cold and windy, and we could hear the wind howling through the top level of the inn. We were going to go out to the beach, get pictures of the sunrise, but we just got pictures out of the window because it was very windy and cold. We were going to do breakfast at the inn, but the dining room was so crowded by the time we arrived. It was a small dining room, and I was surprised at the number of people staying there in the off-season. Apparently, other people had the same idea we had. So we ended up skipping breakfast there and decided to go to a local establishment called Grits Grill. And I'm glad we did because they had the most delicious breakfast ever. And it's set up like an old diner, and the service was amazing. If you are ever in the area, try them out. It's Grits Grill. I had shrimp and grits that came with this huge biscuit, and I also had orange juice. And Rose had ham, eggs, grits, and also a huge biscuit with coffee. Tons of food. We were not able to eat all of the food. So after we were done eating, we went to Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. Then we went down to the end of the island where you can take the ferry across to Ocracoke Island. We just went down there. We did not take the ferry across. We checked out the beach there. Then we headed back up towards Body Island Lighthouse, Fort Raleigh National Historic Site, which there is a pic of me as I'm coming back up the trail that I trekked down through the sand to get video and pics at the bottom, which you can see on our video of Fort Raleigh. After Fort Raleigh, we went to Elizabethan Gardens, which was very beautiful. There's also a video of that. And after we were done there, we stopped at Pizza Hut to have lunch in the building. The next morning, we got up early and checked out around 7:30 a.m. We then headed back over to Grits Grill for breakfast once again. We got t-shirts this time. I had the same thing, and Rose got chopped beef and gravy over a biscuit, grits, and coffee. We then headed out of Nags Head towards Kill Devil Hills, Wright Brothers National Memorial, Whalehead Beach in Corolla, Currituck Beach Lighthouse, and that ended our Outer Banks part of the vacation. We then headed towards Williamsburg, Virginia for the next part of our adventure. We really love the Outer Banks, and we'll have to visit again once the season has started because I want to be able to go up the lighthouses, check out some local restaurants, and see more of the sights. Weekend isn't enough time to see it all, but we got a good bit in. I hope y'all enjoyed our Outer Banks videos, and I hope you enjoyed this summary. Stay tuned for our Virginia videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to y'all later.